Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Deron Simpson, aka Dr. Champagne. And today's episode or video is what I would like to do is discuss standards of professionalism. Excuse me. Standards of professionalism. Lots of times in our organizations, lots of times in our life and how we interact in this new day and age, also known as modern society and all this kind of things like that, our standards are dropping at an exponential rate. Our standards are dropping so quick, so fast, to where it reduces our boundaries, it reduces how we communicate, and it also reduces the just regular rapport that you will have as a professional, as a person, with one another, with colleagues, how you interact with the organization and your world. Standards of professionalism at this point, what I would recommend any young person or person that's in their career field of choice, evolve yourself as much as you can. Evolve yourself as much as you can. Lots of times you may not get opportunities to be included in groups and organizations that's going to help give you the opportunity to grow your best self, to grow your best professional self. You have to make sure you look high and low, far and wide to grow your best professional self, but also have standards of self in how you behave, how you dress, how you come to work on time, how you log in on your computer for remote work if you have the privilege to work remotely. Your standard of self as a person, as a professional, has to be strong, because you will always come in contact with organizations who may hire you, they may employ you, but at the end of the day, their standards could be so low to the point where you are the oddball out because your standards are high. Standards of professionalism are really vital and valuable. It shows from the top down or bottom up, however you want to say it. It shows that we care about how we behave. We care of how our attire is looked, and also we care about what we do, the service that we provide. It's a cohesive thing. And you can see this in people's lives. Leadership bleeds over into your personal and professional lives. And when you can't set a standard, you are almost destined to fail. So do your best to evolve yourself. Do your best to be your best. Do your best even when people are not applauding you. You have to set the tone of the standard that you're going to execute and exude each and every day. And although it will be hard because you will not have people in your corner for the most part, but you have to make sure that you know you didn't do this for no reason. You didn't go to school and take these classes just to say I have a piece of paper. They print that paper off the copier. You have to understand, it's not that this piece of paper makes me, I make me. I did this work, I believe in myself, and I'm gonna make sure I take every option and opportunity I can to grow and groom my best self. Number 2, non-negotiables of self, behavior, and speech. You gotta make sure you don't negotiate with your self-respect, with your value, with your dignity of a person, of a professional. You have to make sure you have non-negotiables on what you need to even do your job, to perform at a high level. These non-negotiables, like I mentioned in a previous video, such as communication, how you communicate. Many times the standards drop because people want to have you at their beck and call through text messages, through all wee hours of the night. That is poor behavior unless you signed up to be on call, or that's like an actual friend. But many times you can excuse your own boundaries, your own self-respect, and the sense of being a team player, and the sense of we're like a family, and you go against your own judgment, go against your own non-negotiables. And once people see that they can easily take you away from your boundaries, your standards, your non-negotiables, you have no more power in the dynamic, because they know you're easily influenced to do what I need you to do, regardless if you told me once before or you're not going to do it. They don't see you as something of strength, of character, of integrity. They see you as weak, feeble, and just a person that just sounds great but ain't gonna bite nothing. You sound good, you're a great looking person and all this kind of stuff. You try to put up boundaries, but they know you're not about no action at all. Number 3, outreach, communication, and discipline. Kind of piggybacking on 1 and 2. Outreach, how you grow yourself, such as this video, such as things that I post on my page. I'm looking for a group of people who understand this type of communication, who understand that discipline is needed, that you have to have standards of self, standards of professionalism. You have to have non-negotiables on even down to how much you're going to get paid to do the job. Over time, we have learned to nickel and dime our very own people that we say we support. You nickel and dime them out of their own prosperity of employment. You know, and this can be done through potlucks. This can be done through, hey, y'all, let's give money for such and such. You know, you take the money from the people that's working for the money for their family. So the standards of professionalism, the non-negotiables, the outreach, you have to learn how to grow a community. You have to learn how to evolve and become your best self, your strongest self, your higher self. And when you do this through servant leadership, when you do this through a renewed ambition, it will come off to a lot of people who are not used to boundaries, who are not used to someone being solid. It will come off like you're a bad person, but no, you're not a bad person. You are a person with actual dignity, actual integrity, a person who actually cares about a job being well done consistently. And lots of times people don't like you for that, including management, including family, whoever it may be, because it shows and highlights the games that they're playing. And unfortunately, the game that's being played is with your life, is with your mind, your intellect. And if you're not wise, if you're not diligent, you can be tricked out of your position, out of your power, and on the street, because they will try to gaslight you and make it seem like you are never satisfied. They would try to make it seem like you're a troublemaker, but all you're doing is making sure you have standards of self, boundaries. You are not negotiating with things that are non-negotiable. You are not putting yourself in unfavorable positions for the sake of someone vaguely asked you, or they just wanted to see if you're going to do it. Many times people test to see, are you gullible? They test to see, are you what you say you are? And once they find out that you are the real thing, once they find out you are exactly what you say you are, it puts them in a situation now where they want to be a victim. It puts them now where their codependency comes out even more. You have to be strong to be a professional. For the younger people that listens to this video, for the people that are new into their new careers, learn how to have boundaries and standards to where it's not that you think you're better than any and everything, but you know what you are better than, and you should not lower yourself because this is the way we always been doing it. That is how fraud is committed. That is how things are always done and wind up on the news, because people don't have no good boundaries, policies, and procedures to ensure that everything is up to par. Guys, I hope this video inspires somebody. I hope you understand that your standards are very important. I hope you understand that the way you communicate, the way you get your job done, the service you provide is highly and extremely important. And sometimes people would maliciously take this the wrong way because they don't want you to say anything, because it may highlight things that they don't do, or dare I say it, things they don't want to do, such as learn again. Some people, especially as people get up in age or do the same position over and over, they don't want to learn anymore. They don't want to grow anymore. They want to sit in this job for retirement and just quote unquote sell off into the sunset. But the truth of the matter is, if you're not keen, if you're not able to watch what's going on, you will lose yourself. You will not create value. And most importantly, everything that you actually put forth will be null and void. Once again, my name is Dr. Deron Simpson. Keep it champagne. Ability to adapt. Seek knowledge for self. Inspire in spirit. Speech and behavior are to be of high quality or best version of self. Have a great day.